Bangkok has been the most bodacious conference in the DL AAA this season, bar none. 3 teams came into Thursday's meetings tied atop the conference at 5-0, and not just the conference, but the entire division. Black Mambas met Team NYCE, 2 of those 3 undefeated teams, and something had to give. Someone would walk away with a stain on their record. Well, with as little as 40 seconds left into this game, it was still undecided. That's how tight things are in the Bangkok, folks. The Mambas met NYCE, and the way to start a game with this magnitude was not what you wanted to do, Ian Yu. Yes, I'm talking to you. Checking into the game late with 2 minutes in the first quarter. He sauntered into the gym. Lucky for him, the Black Mambas more than held their own even without him for the better part of Q1. They actually worked themselves into an 11-9 lead despite the absence of the former AAA MVP. That's because Raymond Lee muscled up and had 2 low post hook shots that made one think of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Oh yeah. And then, to start the second quarter, Black Mambas used a nice spurt, energized by Ian Yu's checking in. Yu, who had 6 points in the second quarter to finish with 8.5, despite, again, missing the better part of Q1, used moves by Mark Jindo Lee, who had 9 points in Q2 to finish with 11 by halftime to help lead the Mambian charge. But Team NYCE would not go away. Remember, less than a minute to go in this game, and it was still tied. So they responded to everything Mark, Ian, Raymond, Austin, Danny, James, John, any of those guys had to offer. In the second quarter, it was Elitar Kim draining 3 deuces on his way to 6 points and keeping NYCE on the heels of the Mambas, down just 28-22 at intermission. And then in the third quarter, it was all Ace, as Ace Wantana, NYCE's diminutive point guard, got heated up on his way to 11 Q3 points. That's 4 buckets from the deuce and a long downtown gangbang triple, as Ace got off to a 9-2 spurt in the third quarter to take the lead for the first time in the game at 31-30. Ace was just feeling it. Mark Lee and Ian Yu split duties in Q3 for Mamba as they scored all 11 points in that quarter to have the Mambas down just 42-39 at the start of the fourth. So the tables had turned at that point, but it was a back and forth affair. This play between Mark Jindo and Ace was just exemplary of how tight, exciting, and frantic this was every second of the way. Ace was hot starting the fourth and continued his winning ways as he led them out to a 49-42 lead, a 7-point advantage early in the fourth that looked like it might push NYCE over the top. But Mark Mighty Jindo Lee came roaring back, hitting 2 consecutive buckets to tie this game up eventually at 50 apiece. And with just a minute to go, tied at 53, that's when it set the stage for the frantic finish. Steve Hong hit a bucket in the lane with 23 seconds to go to put NYCE up 57-55, and it looked like it might just be enough. But then John Lim stepped up and hit his only bucket of the game, but the biggest shot of the game from 24 feet out at his triple put the Mambas up 56-53, and from there they would not look back. Ian Yu, who finished with a game high, or rather Ian Yu, who finished with 23 points, 7 boards, 4 assists, and 3 steals, again missing most of quarter one, iced the game with a free throw. And although Steve Hong for NYCE connected in the lane with under 24 seconds left to pull them within 2. It was just too much by the end. Here's Austin Hahn icing the game. So Mambas walked away with a 60-57 skin-tight win to move to 6-0, pushing NYCE down to 5-1 as they dropped their first game of the season. This game was fast and furious and had stat lines and make you lose your mind. Mark Lee, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 2 dimes, and 5 steals, while Raymond Lee finished with 4 points, 4 boards, and 3 swats. John Lim had that huge triple to go with 4 boards and 2 thefts. On Team NYCE's side, they got 20, 3 boards, 6 assists, and 2 steals from Ace, 15 and 12, a nice double-double to go along with 3 steals for EK, and Steve Hong, 10 points, 9 boards, and 4 swats. Although Team NYCE outshot the Black Mambas 45% to 36, they were housed at the free throw line where the Mambas made 8 more free throws. In a game this close, it makes all the difference.